Get in. Play, or at least try. Now, take your time. Set the mood. Thank you. Well, hello there, and welcome to Urinetown. The musical, of course, not the place. The place is, well, it's a place you'll hear people refer to a lot throughout the show.
You hear the news? They carted old so-and-so off to Urinetown the other day.
Is that so? What'd he do?
Oh, such and such I hear.
Well, what do you know? Old so-and-so.
It's kind of a mythical place, you understand. Bad place. A place you won't see until Act 2. And then, well, let's just say it's filled with symbolism and things like that. But Urinetown the musical. Welcome. Here we are. The first setting takes place in a town like any other town. One you might find in a musical. The sign says public amenity, meaning public toilet. These people have been trying to get in for hours. It's the only amenity they can afford to get into.
Officer Lockstock, is this where you tell the audience about the water shortage?
What's that, little Sally?
You know, the water shortage. The hard times, the drought. A shortage so awful, the public toilets eventually became unthinkable. A premise so absurd
Not so fast, little Sally. They'll learn more about the water shortage in the next scene.
Oh, I guess you don't want to overload them with too much exposition, huh?
Everything in its time, little Sally. You may not understand it now, but nothing can kill a show more like too much exposition.
Well, how about bad subject matter?
Well...
Or a bad title even? That could kill a show pretty good.
Well, suffice it to say, little Sally, that in Urinetown the musical, the people use the public bathrooms to take care of their private business. That's the central conceit of this show. Better hope your pennies add up to the fee. We can't have you peeing for free. If you do, we'll catch you. We've never failed, and we never bother with jail. You'll get Urinetown. I'll go to Urinetown. Away with you to Urinetown. You won't need bail. Later you'll learn that these public bathrooms are controlled by a private company. They keep admissions high generally, so if you're down in your luck, you have to come to a place like this. One of the poorest, filthiest urinals in town.
And you can't just go in the bushes either. There's laws against it.
That's right, little Sally. Harsh laws, too. That's why little Sally here is counting her pennies. Isn't that right, little Sally?
I'm very close, officer. Only a few pennies away.
Aren't we all, little Sally? Aren't we all?
Oh, excuse me, sir. Can you tell me the way to the private company that controls the public bathrooms?
You mean you're in good company?
Yes, that's the one.
You meet the guy who runs You're in Good Company later. That there's his daughter.
It's quite a ways from here, ma'am. You see, this here's the bad part of town.
So it is.
But if you squint, you can just make out their headquarters, rising above the skyline.
The gleaming tower on the hill?
That's the one.
Gosh, it's beautiful.
You most certainly are.
Pardon?
It most certainly is.
Oh, well, I'm running late already. Thanks ever so much for the directions and such. Bye.
Anytime.
Well, I believe we've talked long enough. Enjoy the show, and welcome to Urinetown, the musical.
You are humble audience. You have come to see what it's like when people can't be free.
fiasco, and that means you, old man strong.
496, 497, just a few more. Penny for a pea, ma'am? Spare a penny for a morning pea, ma'am?
What's that?
Or a nickel or a dime?
Out of my way, child. I've peeing of my own to attend to.
But
I haven't got it.
Then go get it.
Come on, Penny. I'm good for it.
That's what you said last week, and I still haven't seen Penny one. And Miss Pennywise to you.
Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown some.
It's my promise, Pennywise. Can't you just come in for free? Just this once.
Get your head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. No one gets in for free.
Now, Miss Pennywise, we've all had to make special arrangements with people in high places over the years. Why not let this one be ours?
if old man Strong gets to go in for free, then so do I!
And me too!
I wanna go!
There! No one's getting anywhere for free. Don't you think I have bills of my own to pay? Taxes and tear-offs and payoffs to meet? Well, I do! And I don't pay them with promises, see? I pay them with cash. Cold, hard cash. Every morning you lot come here. And every morning some of you got reasons why you ain't gotta pay. Well, I'm here to tell you, you is gonna pay.
But Miss Pennywise...
No buts, Bobby.
God, Penny, what difference could it make?
What difference? Times are harder, cash is tight, you've got no right, I've heard it all before. Justice once is once too much, for once the one, once more. I run the only toilets in this part of town, you see. So if you got to go, then you got to go through me. It's a privilege to pee. Money's worth its weight in gold these days. No more bathrooms like the olden days. You come in here and pay a fee for the privilege to pee. 20 years we had the drought, and our reservoirs have all dried up. I take my bath now in a coffee cup and boil what's left of it for tea. And it's a privilege to be the politicians and their wisdom saw that there should be a law. The politicians taxed the toilets and made illegal public urination and defecation. So come and bring your coins to me. Write your name here in the record book. The authorities will want to look if you've been a regular with me, if you pay the proper fee for the privilege to pee. No buts, Bobby. You're a sweet-looking boy, and I'd like to keep you around, but this man ain't coming in without paying. Not this time!
I can't live longer, Bobby. There's no telling what I might do.
You think you've got some kind of right.
Kind of right.
You think you'll come in here and go for free.
Yeah, go free.
The only thing you'll get is now for free.
Yeah,
I'm a business gal, you see. I sell the privilege to be. The good Lord made us so we piss each day until we piss away. The good Lord made sure that we'll close and bend, but soon come out again. So you're no different than from lowly me. Miss Pennywise, and I'll think I'll charge you
There's
twice.
no need to jeopardize your position.
Or better yet, have you arrested?
I didn't do with all this, you see.
Since you prefer the law get tested.
Cash 3 times a day.
And in Urinetown you'll see
Trace up the time.
why it's dumb to fight with me.
It's no way to live, I tell you. No way to live.
For the privilege to pee. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
he's going, then so am I.
Oh, no, you're not.
All right, then. Make way, make way.
Make way, damn it.
That's better.
So if it ain't old man strong.
The same.
Is this your doing, Strong?
It is.
Seize him! You've done a terrible thing today, Strong.
I did what I felt was necessary.
Grab him off, Bobby. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
Breaking the Public Health Act is an exiling offense, Strong.
Quite exciting.
What if it is? I feel better now, and that's all I cares about.
Oh, Pa.
I always knew we'd get you in the end, Joseph Strong. Take him away.
Bobby?
Pa.
Don't forget me, Bobby.
I won't, Pa, I won't.
And tell your mother. Tell your mother that I love her.
I will, Pa.
Remember me, boys. Oh, God, what have I done? Remember me! Ah!
Remember, Bobby, what became of him.
Remember!
How he indulged a whim. Remember, Bobby, how he made a mockery. He shunned the crockery, off to the dockery. Don't be like him.
What became of him? What do you mean?
Just keep your head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. That's all I'm saying. Good day.
All right, who's ready to pay?
My last few dollars, but I'll pay. We'll all pay, Bobby Strong. Always and forever, just as long as you keep letting us pay.
Pa, what's to become of you?
Back to work then, Bobby. The morning rush is on!
Where's my dough?
Isn't that what we all been asking ourselves, Senator? Where's my dough? From the cop walking his beats to the little baby asleep in his mother's arms, we've all been asking the same thing. Where's my dough? And by dough, of course, I mean money.
I made my speech. Where's my dough?
Oh, there'll be plenty of dough for everyone, Senator, once the new fee hikes breeze through the legislature.
I was hoping to wait for the vote during my latest fact-finding mission. To Rio? Wouldn't want to be around once the new fee hikes breeze through.
You think I've gone too far, haven't you, Fib?
It's a powder keg up there, Cladwell, and this time I think it's going to blow.
Daddy?
What? Hope, darling, I thought you'd never get here.
Sorry I'm late, Daddy. I came as soon as my exams were finished.
How's everything, dear?
Fine, Daddy. Just fine. It feels great to be done with school, though, finally.
You see here, Miss McQueen, beautiful, big-hearted, and now with a head filled with the best stuff money can buy.
Well, if the stuff in her head is as big as the stuff in her heart, she'll be running this company in no time.
That'll be all, Miss McQueen.
Yes, of course.
Well, I'll be Hope Cladwell, and all grown up too.
Hello, Senator.
Come to join your father's little operation.
Just a fax copy position, of course. First day.
Fax copy girl, huh? Your father mentioned he was bringing on a new fax copy girl. He neglected, however, to mention how beautiful she'd be. You'd be. You're so beautiful. Even as a little girl, I always thought...
Fib! That's enough.
Yes, of course.
Well, we won't keep you, Senator. It's a big day, and I'm sure you'll have your hands full on the floor of the legislature. What with fee hikes vote and all.
Oh, they'll be full, Cladwell. And by this time tomorrow, I fully expect them to be full of cash.
Oh, they'll be full of cash. We'll all be full of cash, provided the votes come through.
Oh, the vote will come through, Cladwell. It'll come through just as long as you come through with the cash.
No worries, Senator. Once the fee hikes breeze through the legislature, there'll be nothing to come through but the cash.
And no need to worry about
Fib,
the...
I think we understand each other.
Yes, well, goodbye.
Let's meet the staff. Staff!
newest fax copy girl, Hope Gladwell. Hope, the people of You're in Good Company, or UGC, as it's known for short.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Hope.
Say a few words, Hope, darling.
Well, it's a great company, and, oh, and I hope to help you make it even greater.
Well, that's absolutely right, Hope dear. Well, you see, ladies and gentlemen, 20 years ago, we came to the people of this community with one simple proposition. Look the other way. While we run the company the way we see fit. We keep the pee off the streets and the water in the ground. Hope here has come to join our little operation to keep that promise. So promise me that you'll treat her like the Gladwell she is. For one day, she may be standing in the shoes you see me wearing today. Shoes I wore when I made that promise those many years ago. I saw gray skies foreboding and cold. I saw gray skies and made them rain gold. Now those skies aren't so gray to behold. They're still gray, but they pay for your salaries tenfold. I took this town that formerly stank. I took this town and made it smell swank. I made flushing be flush at the bank. I'm the man with the plan, and so who should you thank?
Whom? Mr. Gladwell. We're so thankful for that bank full of dough. Your adore, and it's cash to you for. Could we hope for much more? We really doubt it.
You may be right there.
Mr. Gladwell, you've got riches, which is just what we need. Say to you, you've got the ducats.
I can bring you bucks by the buckets.
You're the master, you're making money.
Faster still, the bees making honey.
You're Mr. Gladwell.
Gosh, Daddy, I never realized the large and monopolizing corporations were such a force of good in the world.
You do.
All those coins that we take from the throng end up here where those coins all belong. Lots of coins make our company strong.
Charging fees as we please. It's our right, it's not wrong.
We're not greedy as some make us seem. We need funds for our big research team. Men in lab coats and test tubes with steam. What it shows no one knows, but hey, still we can dream of Mr. Gladwell. Curing cancers of doubt. You're high, but you're humble as pie. What a wonderful guy. We simply love you.
You're making me blush now.
Mr. Gladwell, you're so godly, oddly perfect and right.
You are continental yet unpretentious.
Fancy free and so conscientious.
Wise looks trendy, tough as a mountain.
Goodness flows from you like a fountain. You're Mr.
Gosh, Daddy, they certainly seem to adore you. But then, why do I feel so conflicted?
Nonsense! Did I send you to the most expensive university in the world to teach you how to feel conflicted, or to learn how to manipulate great masses of the people?
To learn how to manipulate great masses of the people, Daddy.
Which is exactly what we'll do. Now get faxing.
And copying.
And welcome home.
537, 538, just a few more.
Well, hello there, little Sally. Awfully late for a little girl to be out and about, don't you think?
Oh, just trying to scrape together a few coins before the late night rush is all. Got one to spare?
As a matter of fact, I do. I am in a good mood tonight.
Gee, thanks. Say, Officer Lockstock, I was thinking, we don't spend too much time on hydraulics, do we?
Hydraulics, little Sally?
You know, hydraulics. Hydration, irrigation, or just plain old laundry. Seems to me, well, with all this talk of water shortage and drought and whatnot, we would spend some time on those things too. After all, a dry spell would affect hydraulics too, you know.
Why, sure it would, little Sally, but how shall I put it? In a musical, it's better to focus on one big thing rather than a lot of little things. The audience tends to be much happier that way. It's easier to write.
One big thing, huh?
That's right, little Sally.
Oh. Then why not hydraulics?
Run along then, little Sally. We wouldn't want you to miss the last call. Miss Pennywise won't hold the gate forever.
Oh yeah, right. Thanks for the coin, bye.
What a night.
Everything cleaned up all right, Mr. Barrel?
Sure, same as always. Did you hear him scream, Mr. Lockstock?
Old man strong?
All the way down to Urinetown.
Oh yes, I heard him. But then again, they all seem to scream in the end now, don't they? As their long journey into exile comes to a close and the spires of Urinetown peak above the horizon, they scream, Mr. Barrel. They most certainly do.
Perhaps I thought it might be different somehow.
Different?
Old man strong. He always seemed tougher than the rest of them.
There's one thing I've learned in my years enforcing the laws of this town. It's that the journey down to Urinetown offers no surprises, not even from the toughest among us. On that journey, expect only the expected.
Have you made any plans for your journey yet?
Urinetown?
To Rio, of course.
Oh, yes, well, Rio, right. Well, I had to squeeze Cladwell a bit tighter than usual for our, monthly payoffs, extortion fees, money bribes and such, but...
Caution, Mr. Lockstock. It seems we are no longer alone.
Well, I'll be. Miss Cladwell! Awfully late for you to be out and about, don't you think?
Hello, officers.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were going out for a little late night behind the bushes to relieve yourself a free kind of walk.
Oh, no, officers. I'm just coming home from work. First day.
Late nights.
Just like us.
There was a big vote down at the legislature tonight. Plenty of faxing to do.
And copying, I imagine.
Oh, yes, and copying.
I must say, Miss Cladwell, your father mentioned the size and purity of your heart. He neglected, however, to mention the size and purity of your beauty. Mwah.
Does beauty have a size, officer?
In some countries. Well, I should tell you, Miss Cladwell, to keep safe in these streets, especially on a night like this. There's no telling what some people wouldn't do for a few coins.
Especially with the new fee hikes and all.
I'm not afraid of people, officers.
Oh, no?
Not really. Everyone has his heart, you see. As long as you know you never need to fear a soul.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Even criminals?
Even criminals.
Even policemen?
What?
Bobby Strong?
Awfully late for you to be out and about, don't you think, Mr. Strong?
Out late taking care of a late night rush is all. There's talk of more fee hikes. People are getting edgy.
Well, I'm glad to hear you were otherwise engaged. Wouldn't want to put you under suspicion for taking a little late night behind the bushes to relieve yourself a free kind of walk.
I don't need to do that anymore, officers. I work for Penny now.
Just keep your head out of the clouds, Bobby.
What do you mean by that?
What he means is, you're a good boy, Bobby Strong. See that you don't end up like your father.
And how did my father end up?
Well, we're off. Our work's never done. Good night.
Good night, officers.
Good night, Bobby.
You were rather brave with them.
I don't care for policemen much. Not those two anyways.
Policemen protect the peace.
Do they?
Usually.
Didn't I see you down by the amenity this morning?
That was me. Running off to work first day.
Find your way all right?
Gleaming tower on the hill? Couldn't miss it.
Beautiful.
It's rather shiny. That's true enough.
Did you mean what you said to them about everyone having a heart?
Well, sure I did.
'Cause mine feels cold.
Cold?
Or empty. One of the two.
Not because of me, I hope.
Oh no, because of something I did.
Bobby,
Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
Oh, shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
Or something I didn't do.
Well, if it feels cold, then it must still be there, right?
Unless there's a vacuum where it used to be.
A vacuum in your chest? That sounds so implausible.
I did something wrong. That's all I'm trying to say. I can't seem to get it out of my head.
The vacuum?
My action. I let someone down who I love. I don't feel too hot about it.
Well, then maybe that's nature's way of telling you now's the time to lift someone up.
Really?
Well, sure. Do you think you'd be feeling as bad as you do if you didn't have a heart?
I don't know. I suppose not.
Of course you wouldn't, because then you'd be dead. When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your heart.
Follow my heart? But to where?
To wherever your heart tells you to go.
Even there?
Even to the clouds, if that's what your heart commands? What's it saying now?
I don't know. I don't know how to listen to my heart.
You have to listen carefully. Here, let me try.
Do you...
Ah, there it is. It's saying, we all once a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of water for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No meanness or sorrow, just cleanness tomorrow. If only you follow your heart. You see there? Even your heart knows you should follow your heart.
Peace and joy, plenty of water. I guess I do want those things.
There was something else your heart was saying. Maybe something I shouldn't have heard.
There was?
Yes, it was barely audible, but I definitely heard something.
Well, what was it?
Maybe if I try again, I can make it out this time. There it is. It's so faint. It's saying, follow into the open air, far from squalor and noise. Follow, someone is waiting there, someone who shares all your hopes and your joys. Someone is waiting there. Why, my heart was saying the same thing just the other day.
It was?
Yeah, squalor and noise, hopes and joys. It was telling me all about those things.
I didn't know two hearts could speak as one.
I didn't either, until now. Here, listen.
Someday I'll meet someone whose heart joins with mine. Aortas and arteries all intertwined. They'll beat so much stronger than they could apart. Each chamber of muscle to hustle the love in their heart. Love is kind and considerate. Love is peaceful and fair. Love can creep up so suddenly. When you least think of it, your love is there. We all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of justice for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No anger or badness, just laughter and gladness. If only I follow your heart. Bobby. Bubba Strong.
Well, good night, Bobby Strong.
And good night.
Hope.
Hope. And good night, Hope. I won't forget what you said about the clouds and my heart.
I won't forget what you said about the laughter and the gladness. Wait, when can I see you again?
In this darkness, I'm afraid you can't see me at all. Come to amenity number 9 tomorrow. I'll show it to you.
She loves him, doesn't she, Officer Lockstock?
She has to, little Sally. He's the hero of the show.
Yeah, everybody loves Bobby Strong. What's it like, Officer Lockstock?
What's what like, little Sally?
Urinetown.
I can't tell you that.
Why not?
Because it's a secret. That's why. I can't just blurt it out saying, there's no Urinetown, we just kill people. Oh no. The information must be oozed out slowly and then burst forth in one mighty cathartic moment with everyone singing and things like that.
Oh, I get it.
Well, I should be going. It's time for the next scene.
And the next morning at the amenity when the new fee cakes are announced?
That's the one. So long for now, little Sally, and keep your head down.
This piece of paper, the UGC awards amenity number 9, the first of our new and entirely legal fee hikes, which we hope you will honor and enjoy. Of course! No one knows better than the good people at the You're in Good Company how difficult times are, but research into finding long-term solutions is expensive. So for the time being, our decision is firm, and we look forward to going to Rio with our new profits. We look forward to finding long-lasting solutions and such. Well, good luck, Miss Pennywise. See you in, well, you know where.
You can't do this to us, Miss Pennywise. If you do, it'll be off to Urinetown for the lot of us.
And it'll be off to Urinetown for me if I don't. So, have your money ready and, the new fee hike money, that is.
Miss Pennywise.
Bobby Strong, where the hell have you been?
I'm sorry I'm late. I was up all night thinking is all.
Up all night thinking, is it? Bobby, you work for me now. You don't have to go in the bushes anymore. Like father, like son, that's what I say. Let's get to work.
It was about my father that I was thinking about what happened to him yesterday, about what's happening to all of us.
He broke the law yesterday, Bobby, and that's the end of it.
But what if the law is just wrong?
What did you say?
What if the law is wrong, Miss Pennywise? What if all of this is wrong?
Wrong? You got a sweet-looking head, Bobby, sweet-looking head. But you keep it up in the clouds day after day after day, and it's gotta come down from there, you hear me? Get that head out of the clouds. You get it out of the clouds! All right, folks, you know the drill. The same as it's always been. Now, who's first?
I am.
Ma, we'll take your fee now. Miss Strong, the improved fee.
But this is all I have, Miss Pennywise.
Enough, Miss Strong?
Bobby, here's all I have. Is it enough?
You keep your money, Ma.
Really?
The fee is the law, Bobby. She'll abide by it, or she'll join her husband.
And what if there's a new law in town? A law that didn't come from any voting process or elected body or judicial review, but a brand new one that came from an organ. Yeah, a muscular, blood-pumping organ, like this one.
A muscular organ.
Can't you see it, Miss Pennywise? If this one's too small for you, try this on for size.
It's blinding me! Don't do this, Bobby, you'll regret it!
I don't think so. Come on, Ma. This one's on the house. For everyone. Forever.
No, Hey! Oh, Bobby, what's to become of you? What's to become of us all?
So you'll be off to Rio then, I imagine.
Already got my ticket.
Good work on the floor of the legislature, Pip. It was a little touch and go, I understand.
Well, your Beaches of Rio slideshow certainly changed their mind, just like it changed my mind those many years ago. God, I wish I never met you, Caldwell B. Cladwell.
Sorry to interrupt, Daddy. Just wanted to make sure you got your faxes.
Why, Hope, you're absolutely glowing.
It would seem the office work agrees with her. What with the faxing and all?
And copying?
Oh, yes, the copying. You're a good girl, Hope Cladwell. I used to be one before I met your father.
A good girl?
You heard me. 622, 623.
Daddy, can I ask you a question?
Sure, Hope, darling. What is it?
Do you believe in love?
Love? Why do you ask?
I was just wondering. Well, I met this boy and
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell. We've got a little problem. Caldwell! Long time no see.
Miss Pennywise.
Anyway, it's about public amenity number 9, sir. The people have rioted.
Rioted?
They're peeing for free. I tried to stop them.
The assistant custodian's refusing to take money. A young man by the name of Bobby Strong.
Bobby Strong.
He rescinded the Public Health Act.
And the Water Preservation Act.
Can he do that?
Strictly symbolic, sir. The crowd gathered there is a small percentage of the population as a whole.
I don't understand, Daddy. What's going on?
I wouldn't expect a pure and good soul like yours to understand.
Mr. Cladwell, Mr. Barrow and I are ready. Just give the word.
What did I tell you, Cladwell? It's a powder keg out there, and I have a very important plane to catch. Excuse me.
Pip. You're not going anywhere until we nip this unpleasantness in the bud.
Nip? How so?
You're a Cladwell, Hope. What would you do if the very foundation of your life's work was threatened by a rabble-rousing son of a convicted criminal?
Well, I would look down deep into his heart and try to figure out what caused it to beat so angrily.
Angry? No one gets angry at me, not without a beating.
A beating? But beating people is wrong.
Life is a beating. The sooner you learn it, the better.
Then life is wrong.
Life is many things. Look closer and you'll see it. I do. I see it everywhere. A little bunny in a meadow is nibbling grass without a care. He's so delightful as he hops for you. You say hi, bunny, and he stops for you. You pull the trigger and he drops for you. Goodbye, Bunny Boo. Hello, Rabbit Stew. Get me, boys.
You tell him, boss.
Don't be the bunny.
Don't be the stew.
Don't be the dinner. You've got better things to do.
It ain't no joke. That's why it's funny. So take your cue. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the bunny.
But we're talking about people, not animals.
People are animals, Hope dear.
Animals with big incisors and huge floppy feet.
Look closer and you'll see it. I do. I see them everywhere. A little bunny in a toll booth. He needs a measly 50 cents. Our little bunny didn't plan ahead. Poor bunny simply doesn't have the bread. He begs for mercy but gets jail instead. Has and fires in the air as the bunny gets the chair. See the moral, people.
Clear as day, boss. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the dope. Don't be the loser.
You're much better than that, Hope.
You're born to power. You're in the money. Advice to you. And read the bunny. Don't be the bunny.
A little bunny in a toll booth?
You heard me.
But Daddy, bunnies don't drive cars.
Oh, know, don't they?
No, actually, I don't think they do.
Live long enough, Hope dear, and you'll see many things.
Even a daughter doubting her father?
A little bunny in a shoebox. He thinks he's found a brand new home. So snug and cozy in your closet floor. And then you open up the closet door. Now what's that bunny in my closet for? With a mallet and some clippers, you find out new bunny slippers. See the message, people.
Right behind you, boss. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the shoe. You don't get stepped on.
No, the one who steps is you.
You're stepping up to where it's sunny. Step on the board. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the bunny.
Whoa. Time we bag ourselves a few rabbits. Let's go!
One at a time. Everyone will get a turn.
Here's some cash, Bobby, just for you.
Keep your cash, friend, and relieve yourself in happiness.
A busy day so far. Busy as in records if your book's all right. How's the urinal holding up?
A little spillage. Nothing to be concerned about. The people are happy. That's the main thing.
Please, run!
Remain calm.
It'd take a lot of explaining to keep us calm, Bobby Strong.
We've taken over the amenity officers. The people here pee for free.
That's my amenity officers. I want these people taken away.
Officer Lockstock, what's happening?
Why, it's the Act 1 finale, little Sally. This is where Cladwell comes to snuff out the uprising. It's a big song and dance number involving the entire cast.
Snuff out the uprising? But what about Bobby's dreams?
Oh, little Sally, dreams only come true in happy musicals. And a few Hollywood movies, and this certainly isn't either one of those. No, dreams are meant to be crushed. It's nature's way.
This may not be a happy musical, Officer Lockstock, but it's still a musical. And when a little girl's been given as many lines as I have, there's still hope for dreams.
Woo! Hope. What are you doing, Bobby? I told you to follow your heart, not seize an amenity. I did follow my heart, Hope. Thanks to you.
The uprising Caldwell. Bobby's a sweet boy, but not sweet enough to be a non-spillage. Not by a long shot.
The amenity will take as much as it has to, Miss Pennywise. The days of deprivation are over for these people.
Woo! The days of deprivation have just begun if you allow this madness to continue a moment longer.
Ooh. Sure, Mr. Cladwell. That's what you've been saying for 20 years, and 20 years we've waited for long-term solutions that never came. Well, we're done waiting. For a new day has dawned, a day of hope and happiness, when the idea of human dignity is not just a forgotten notion, but a living, breathing reality. A day when this day, when the people pee for free, because the people are free.
Yeah!
People are free, how can our fee enslave us? See how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We are suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today. Free, people are free, how can our free enslave us? See how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We are suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today. From every hill, every steeple, bring out the anthem of the people, making a new way, breaking Charge? Daddy, these people need understanding, not brutality.
On the contrary, Hope dear, a little brutality is exactly what the people need. Officer Lockstock.
Daddy, wait! He just wants the people to be happy. Isn't that worth something?
Happy? Did you say happy? So you want happy, Mr. Strong? Did you say happy, Mr. Strong? If they pee today, I'm sure they'll be as happy as a pup. With no rules and no more fees to pay, things would be looking up. But too bad the water that we share would fit inside a cup. What of tomorrow, Mr. Strong?
But what of today?
But what of tomorrow, Mr. Strong? Think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong. Our resources are as fragile as a newborn baby's skull. If you will gut the child and leave a lifeless soul. Could it be you're so short-sighted, so insensitive, so dull? What of tomorrow, Mr. Strong?
But what of today?
Officer Lockstock, prepare your man.
Everybody into the amenity. We'll be relatively safer there.
Bobby! Why didn't you tell me you were gonna start a revolution?
For the same reason you didn't tell me you were Gladwell.
Same girl I was last night.
The girl last night would have joined us by now.
I can't fight against my father.
I can't not fight against him. So join us or stand aside.
Stand aside?
You heard me.
Bobby, think you're standing on the brink. You'll be arrested soon, perhaps as soon as noon. And I could never bear to see you taken where the guilty peers meet the toilet judgment seats.
As you follow your heart, here's where my heart leads. Now I'll do my part to banish all needs. You made me to see fantastically clear when people pee free. There's nothing to fear.
Give up and now we'll find
Your
a way
words
somehow
were
to
like
people
seeds.
without a
At first
hefty
they
fee. But if you
seem
must
mild.
persist, be an
They grew
anarchist. My father's men will
into
see you're sent away from me.
Riots are
You get
charged.
yours
Today, not
Bobby, you get
tomorrow.
yours
And their lives of sorrow. Today.
You picked a fight you can't win, Mr. Strong. Your rabble is no match for my men.
That's right, Bobby. They got 1, 2 men, and we're so cold.
Now release the girl. It's time you face punishment like a man.
Release, no one's holding her.
Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
Mr. Gladwell, you can never punish our spirits.
Your bodies. I never agreed to any punishment on my body.
Oh, punishment's all you'll ever know once you release the girl.
So what'll it be, Bobby?
Look like we're in a real tight spot.
Your fellow revolutionaries would seem to think
I
so.
suppose we should leave.
Bobby, they'll never let you leave now.
Not without you. That's why you're coming with me.
Coming with you? I told you I can't fight against my father.
I told you I can't not fight against him.
But how can I come with you and not fight against my father unless... Oh God, Bobby, no!
From every hill as a steeple,
We are the anthem of the people. Making your act away. Time to build us raise. The city of today. The city of today. The city of today. Sing hooray, sing hooray, sing hooray.
Keep your men back, Gladwell. We've got your daughter. We're not letting her go.
Bobby, what are you doing?
Rainbow Sky, you're coming with us.
We're gonna walk out of here, and you're gonna let us.
You're making a terrible mistake, Mr. Strong.
Let the girl go, Bobby. She's done nothing wrong.
Don't let her go. Follow me.
Boss, what do we do? Seize him.
No!
Don't let him get away.
Help me! Help her!
Run! Everybody run!
Well, as
the Act 1 finale. As you can see, Bobby, with the rebel corps, kidnapped Hope and used her as a hostage. The rest of us have been thrown into a confusion because, I don't know, we're moving so damn slowly. We won't catch them. Not yet. So we'll see you soon. And enjoy the rest of the show. Well, hello there, and welcome to Act 2. Things have changed a bit since we last saw each other, so I'll bring you up to speed on a few things. First, the rebel corps under Bobby's leadership kidnapped Hope and used her as a shield to escape due punishment from my man. Word has it they're holed up in some secret hideout somewhere. Perhaps this one here.
5 more seconds, and we let her have the rope. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Geez, that was a close one. Cops crawling all over the place.
Little Sally, where the hell have you been?
Just by near the towers, all. Gladwell and Vip and Miss Pennywise, they was having some sort of meeting up there. I don't know what you want to call it, a quorum of some kind?
That's it. She gets the rope.
The rope?
String her up.
You can't just give her the rope.
Why not?
Because killing her would make us no better than them.
Haven't you heard, little Sally? We're no better than them. In fact, we're worse.
Worse.
What do you think they talk about in those quorums they got up there? How good we are. So listen up now. Any of those cops are gonna bust in here and bust us up like a bunch of overripe cantaloupes. So I say, as long as our juice has got to spill all over this floor here, her juice has got to spill too. Gladwell juice. Then we'll see who's better than who. Look at her there, all bound up, gagged and tied, with her head full of hair and her heart full of pride. Oh, boys, I've had enough of each arrogant curl. Bing, bang, boom, let's get tough, playing rough, snub that girl.
Enough of that girl, but killing people is wrong.
Then why does it feel so right?
Look at us here in a hole on the left with our hearts full of fear. What a rip, what a sham. Without cops, we'll be here busting heads mighty quick.
But we'll beat them to the punch when we snuff out that chick.
We tried doing what we should.
Wasn't glad. Then we learned that doing good means doing bad. Nuts, they fought close, so they say to the tree. Looking here, here's an acorn from Gladwell I see. I think she isn't nuts, and of course we're the squirrel. She is what we say for winter, so let's know that girl. This is the end. Roll a dice, place your bets in this miserable world. That's as good as it gets. Now let's live it up, eat the oyster and the pearl, and let's get this party jumping. Really get it pumping. Get this party jumping. Yeah, let's stop that. Now that girl.
Let's spread our message of hate to the entire world.
Easy, friend. A message like ours are best under extremely unbalanced circumstances.
Such as we have right here.
Exactly. Now get the rope.
That's right, the rope.
String her up. String up the strumpet daughter of this criminal urinal chain owner, Gladwell.
Kill her.
Hang her.
Kill her!
What?
Strong.
No one's going to be killing anyone around here.
Why not?
She's our security blanket, that's why.
But we're so afraid, Bobby. Killing her might make us feel powerful for a moment.
Friends, I know you're afraid, but this has got to be more than just revenge. and the vicarious thrill of stringing someone up who can't defend herself.
But why? You want to hang her as revenge for her father's crimes.
I think he's just in love with her. That's what I think.
Maybe I am.
What?
And maybe I made a promise that from this day forward, no man would be denied his essential humanity due to the condition of his pocketbook, that no man in need would be ignored by another. On this day, because of you and you and you, we look into the faces of each other and see brothers and sisters.
What is that supposed to mean? When did he say that?
I don't remember him saying that.
Yeah, all I remember him saying was, run for your lives!
Well, that was in the heat of the moment. And in the heat, the actual hotness, the cry of freedom sounds something like, run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friend, you have to run, 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 freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. Till then you better run, 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 freedom, run away.
I'm frightened.
As well as you should be. Freedom's scary. It's like a blast of cool wind to wake you up that burns you in the face.
Literally?
Yes. There's trickle of sweat.
There's a trickle of sweat.
Dripping in your ear.
Dripping in your
But
ear.
still you gotta run, freedom, run away. So don't you fret and never fret. Run, freedom, run away. There's great big Cladwell on your trail.
Run, freedom, run.
And he's put his henchmen on your tail.
Run, freedom, run.
Oh, I'm simply laying out the facts. Great big Cladwells make the tracks. Ain't no time to relax. Run,
freedom, run.
Run, freedom, run.
Run, freedom, run.
Freedom, run away.
Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away.
My friends, you have to run, run, run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. A 3-4 till then you better run, freedom, run away. Run, freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run, freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine some sweet day. Run, hallelujah. Freedom, run with the wind in your hair. You run to freedom glory. That freedom sun will shine all over your freedom story. I said freedom. I said freedom. I said freedom. Run away.
So, what do we do now?
The police will be on the lookout for us, that's for sure.
Well, when the time comes, we fight the police.
But how?
With blood, guts, brains if we have to. It may take years, and some of us might not make it out alive. But fight on we will, for the decades necessary to claim freedom for the people of this land.
Decades?
How about a real plan?
I've got a real plan.
What? Miss Pennywise?
Miss Pennywise, how did you find us?
I had a feeling you'd be here. No one knows the sewer system like you do, Bobby.
Or you?
Caldwell would like to talk to you.
What about?
He wants to discuss the situation with you man to man. He says he now understands how unhappy the people of this community are, and he wants to work out a solution with you, peacefully.
Now there's a shortcut.
That'll save us on the decades of struggle. Can we trust him?
Mr. Cladwell doesn't want to fight Miss Strong. He just wants his urinals up and running smooth and natural. That's all he's ever wanted.
Little Sally, what do you think?
I think that it might be difficult for your love to grow with hope with her tied to that chair for the rest of her life.
All right, I'll go.
No, Bobby, what if it's a trick?
That's just a chance I'll have to take.
And what about the girl?
She stays here. Any funny business? And she gets it. Tell that to Caldwell.
Yeah, sure, I'll tell him. Likewise with the girl. Give it to her, and we give it to him. Get me?
We'll be careful.
Stay calm now, Hope dear. We'll get you out of here in no time.
Hello, Bobby.
Hope?
So is this the bright new day you were telling me about?
I don't blame you for being angry with me, Hope. But your father gave us no choice.
They didn't teach me much at the most expensive university in the world, but they did teach me one thing. Kidnapping people is wrong.
Really? They taught you that there?
I thought we had something special together, Bobby.
We do have something special. But until freedom rules the people of this land over fear, love has about much of a chance as a baby bunny drowning in a vat of boiling water.
Maybe less.
I didn't mean to drag you into this.
And I didn't mean to. Oh, I guess I don't know what I didn't mean to do.
Look deep down to your heart. You'll find it there somewhere, in the tissues.
But when can I see you again?
When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you, follow.
Oh, Bobby!
You've caused an awful lot of excitement over the past few days, Mr. Strong. Gotten a lot of people riled up.
This is only the beginning. The people have just begun to fight.
Keeping my daughter against her will. Is that how people fight?
They had to fight by any means necessary.
The streets are still ours, Mr. Strong. Your people are just holed up in some underground sewer.
They'll be up.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell. There's been a disturbance at public amenity number 32. Number 15 as well. Word's begun to spread.
People have gathered all the rest and they're waiting to see what young Bobby will do.
After he meets with you, of course.
Of course. Miss McQueen! Do you remember distinct years, Mr. Strong? The years when the water table started to drop and then just kept on dropping. No one thought they had much time for anything. And many of us did questionable things. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. Riots broke out like there was no tomorrow. For there was no tomorrow. But There's always a tomorrow if you're tough enough to cling to it, which is why I've asked you here tonight. Some people see me as an evil man.
What? Say that.
But the truth is, I'm no more evil than you or Miss Pennywise or those poor people you insist on trying to lead. I'm only a simple man trying to cling to tomorrow every day by any means necessary.
And what happens when the drought is over?
Over? Well, we can always hope, Mr. Strong. But until then, our strict regimen of regulating the consumption through the regulating mechanisms of cash must continue.
Ah, yes, the regulating mechanisms of cash.
Mr. Strong, I want you to have this cash. And I want you to tell all those poor people that the powers will grant full amnesty to those involved in this week's criminal activities as long as they're willing to go back to the regularly imposed fee schedule as imposed by the legislature. Don't do it again, and have a good time in Rio.
So many tomorrows.
Yes.
But I'm afraid my conscience will cost more than a pile of cash, Mr. Cladwell.
It really is an awful lot of cash, Bobby.
Free access is the only cash I'm interested in.
I thought we had an understanding, Mr. Strong.
Then understand this. There really is a way to that bright new future. And all of us will get there, not just the wealthy few. That means free access.
Free access is impossible.
And that's what I'll tell the people.
Stop! We will not go back to the stink years, Mr. Strong. I will not allow it.
Cladwell, what are you doing?
I have spent a lifetime building this company, paying off the police, bribing the political elite, and snuffing out popular resistances as if it were a naughty little bunny in the palm of my hand. My right hand, I have centralized all power to a pinpoint spot in between these two ears, and I'm not going to allow some dreamy-eyed boy who can't remember the stink years to ruin all that. Seize him.
Cladwell, don't do it. There's no telling what they'll do to the girl.
That's just the chance I'll have to take.
He really is as evil as they say.
You think just because I love my daughter, I'll stop clinging to tomorrow?
Cladwell, what are you saying?
I closed my heart to love once. I can do it again. With haste, Lockstock. With haste to Urinetown.
You lied to us, Cladwell. Cladwell!
Why did I listen to that man? To the nature of his plan. And when he talked, I should have walked, I should have walked, I should have ran. Why did I listen to that man?
Please, we'll leave full hands on deck tonight. You assemble the legislature. Bib, I want all hands on deck tonight for this coming crackdown.
And dirty my hands in this bad business? Not on your life.
Oh, don't kid yourself, Bib. Your hands are as dirty as a child's after playbox time. But don't worry, you can wash them soon enough. Wash them on the hands of Rio de Rio. Now go! You and...
Why did I listen to that croak? A little bribe and cash is all it really took. That's how that craven toilet maven made me cave in. I'm a schnook. Why did I listen to that crook?
He lied to us, Cladwell. He said one thing and he did another. He lied.
Come here, Bobby. You can't keep screaming all the way down to Urinetown.
But Hope, she's with the others. What happens to me happens to her.
What happens to you happens to all of us sooner or later.
Better later than sooner, I'd say.
But not to Hope. Please, not to Hope.
Now we finally got you. Now you're in our cause. Captured in our city of laws. There's no trial or jury. Nothing to discuss. Now the law is speaking through us. You'll get Urinetown. Off with you to Urinetown. Away with you to Urinetown. Now no more fuss.
Let go of me! I have to save Hope! There's no saving Hope now, Miss Pennywise. There may be no saving you. Oh no. Take that! And that! And a couple of these!
Why did I listen
How could I know he loved me so? Was it for show? Was I his toy? Why did I listen to that boy?
What's it like? This Urinetown I've heard so much about.
Perhaps it's better to show you.
What is this? Where are we?
You, my boy, stand on the very threshold to a new world.
The door's in front of you. Step through, and Urinetown awaits.
Door? More like some pigeons and a rooftop.
And a drop.
Decisive drop.
I guess I still don't understand.
Never fear, the time of understanding is at hand.
Welcome then to the very gates of Urinetown itself.
Why did I listen to that cat?
Why did I listen to my dad? I went to work for him. He said he was so glad. Was he sincere?
And now it's clear.
And now I fear that I've been had. Why did I listen to that bad?
Community number 47. And the legislative and my boyhood home. We're on the top of the UGC building. And this is our town.
Yes, yes it is.
How can we be in our town and Urinetown at the same time? Unless... No. Dear God, you couldn't have.
Where will you go then?
You're just gonna throw me off? That's supposed to be Urinetown? Death is Urinetown?
That's one interpretation.
Oh!
A shovel and a mop, Mr. Barrow. You know the drill.
What's taking them so long?
They should have reached an agreement by now. Cladwell's not one to dilly-dally.
All night, the sirens and screams. Maybe there's celebrating?
Bobby won't let us down. He's a good boy. My Bobby's strong. If anyone can find way to freedom, he can. Otherwise, we kill the girl. That was the plan, wasn't it? Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Little Sally, what's going on up there? Yes?
I don't think the meeting went very well.
Why do you say that?
Well, he threw him off building.
What are you saying, little Sally? Who threw who off a building?
Bobby, the policeman, they threw him off a building.
The policeman threw Bobby off a building?
They couldn't have done that. We have Cladwell's daughter. Well, they did.
Is he all right?
Well, is he?
Oh, Bobby. The cops came soon enough, but not before I heard his last words.
His last words?
That's right, they were about her.
Well, what were they?
They were, tell her I love her. Tell her I'll always be with her. And I will see her in a better place where hope is always new. Ours was a short time. Ours was a love that never bloomed. Yet in that love there lives a brand new hope that's calling out to you. It's calling soft and gentle, tame and fine. It's docile and benign.
Rhyme. What did I say? That isn't what I meant. I've lost my sense of scent.
No one is innocent. No one.
No one is innocent. What did he mean by that?
I don't know. He started fading in and out after a while. The fall was so horrible.
How can he say I'm not innocent? Not innocent of what?
Not innocent. Who the hell does he think he is?
Wait, please. There's more. He said, tell all the people, tell them the time is always now.
take me instead.
What? Miss Pennywise? Seize her?
Yes, do whatever you feel you need to do, but please spare the child.
Old woman, you've been grasping and conniving all of your days. So why giving now?
Because Hope is my daughter. And I am her mother. Yes, Hope, it's true. I'm your mother, the one-time lover of Caldwell B. Gladwell.
Strumpet!
Call me what you will. But it was during the steep years, you see. No one thought they had much time back then. So many of us did questionable things. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. But there were also the fond farewells and the late-night trysts. Life was an explosion filled with cheap cabarets, riots, dancing girls, and love. And love. Love like no tomorrow, for there was no tomorrow. But there is always a tomorrow of some kind or another. After you were born, Caldwell made me promise never to reveal my identity to you, for I was something of a strumpet in my day. But never my wildest dreams.
My heart is telling me many things right now, as you could imagine. One second. But one thing is bellowing louder than them all is that when there's wrong in the world, you have to right it. You did a great thing by coming here, Miss Pennywise, Mom. And if you can reform yourself, then we can reform a lot more than we know. Ladies and gentlemen of the rebellion, if you want to do to me what they did to Bobby, I wouldn't blame you.
Caesar!
But if you were to let this rebellion peter out in Bobby's absence and send his memory to oblivion, I would blame you, all of you. Kill me, and the rebellion dies with me. Let me lead you, and the rebellion will triumph.
Lead us?
She's mad.
Lead you to the very nerve center of my father's empire.
I've got a key.
And the guards know not to question me. But when we get there, we'll question Daddy. Oh, we'll question him plenty.
Why should we trust you?
Because your hero, Bobby, he loved me. And I loved him.
Hope. Dear girl, in the behalf of the people of the rebellion, maybe, perhaps, someday, we'll be able to love you too.
And that's all that really matters, right? Love. Now let's go do to them what they were ultimately going to do to us.
Yeah!
Oh, darling, what is the meaning of this?
I've joined the rebellion, Daddy. And for you? Well, this time you join the expat community in Urinetown.
You're making a terrible mistake. You can't do this to me.
You know what we need right now? We need freedom, not you. We need freedom for the people.
And love?
Oh, yes, and love.
That's what I used to think too, before the stink years. But worldwide ecological devastation as a way of changing a man. You're too young to understand this now, but there are some things more important than love. Food, water, and shelter, for example.
And piles of cash.
It wasn't just the cash, Miss Pennywise. It was an awful lot of cash. So long power, so long money. I'm the bunny this time round.
Remember when our nights were starry?
Aren't you sorry?
Sure, I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry, just unsound.
Take him away.
I regret nothing, you hear me? Nothing. Maybe I was a bad man and a cruel and vicious father, but I get the pee off the streets and the water in the ground, you hear me? The water in the ground!
Well, now, today marks the day of a new beginning. where we can come together as one people, no matter race, class, creed, or criminal history, can come together and share the fruits of our labor as one. We can do whatever we like, with whoever we like, whenever we like, in whatever location you like. Today is the end of an age of fear, an age that lasted for far too long. Today marks the day of a new age, an age of...
Oh, don't say it.
Of hope. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river just in you. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river straight and true. Come to the river flowing for justice. Come to the river rendezvous. Come to the river flowing for justice. All for the people, me and you.
Well, as you guessed, Hope eventually took over her father's business, instituting a series of reforms to allow all people to pee for free when they liked, for how long they liked, as much as they liked, with whomever they liked. The UGC was renamed the Bobby Strong Memorial Trust Toilet Authority and was operated as a public trust for the benefit of the public.
Officer Lockstock, where'd you go?
Just keeping my head down, little Sally. Something you should learn to do.
But aren't you scared the rebels will see you?
Oh, I may be a cop, but I am also the narrator, so no one can touch me. Not if they want the show to end.
All these people peeing at will, the world is a much better place.
Actually, Miss Cladwell, your father was commissioning a study on water consumption and...
My father was a tyrant. Justice is the only tyrant we need to follow now. Sisters and brothers fight for the river. Fathers and mothers, babies too. All in the field we push towards the river. Shove towards the river, why don't you? Step in the river, wade in the river. Soak in the river, through and through. Once in the river, you are the river. Friends on the shoreline, jump into.
Of course, it wasn't long before the water turned silty, brackish, and eventually disappeared altogether. As cruel as Caldwell B. Cladwell was, his measures effectively regulated water consumption, sparing the town the same fate as the phantom Urinetown. Hope chose to ignore the warning signs and preferred to bask in the people's love for as long as it lasted.
What kind of musical is this? The good guys take over and everything starts falling apart?
Like I said, little Sally, this isn't a happy musical.
But the music is so happy. Come on.
Yes, little Sally. Yes, it is.
Such a fever. Fluid. Cold, tall. Glass of wine. Maybe I had a fighting chance.
Don't you see, Mrs. Strong? The tall glass of water is inside of you. It always has been.
It has?
Of course it has. Don't you know what you are?
A river!
That's right, we all are. You are the river, I am the river. He is the river, she is too. Oh, the river flowing for freedom, flowing for justice, let's review. We see a river flowing for freedom. We see a river just in view.
Don't you think people like being told that their way of life is unsustainable?
That and the title's awful. Can we do a happy musical next time?
If there is a next time, I'm sure we can. Well, that's our story. Hope eventually joined her father in a manner not quite so gentle. Ms. McQueen opened a bottling factory outside of Brasilia, which did pretty well until the Amazon dried up. As for the people of this town, they did the best they could, for they were prepared for the world they inherited, weaned out of the legend born from their founding fathers' scare tactics. For when the water dried up, they recognized their town for what it really was, what it was always waiting to be. This is Urinetown. Always has been Urinetown. This place is called Urinetown. Hell Malthus! Hell Malthus! Thank you and good night.
Tell her I love her. Tell her I'll always be with her. And I will see her in a better place where hope is always new. Ours was a short time. Ours was a love that never bloomed. Yet in that love there lives a brand new hope that's calling out to you. It's calling soft and gentle, tame and fine. It's docile and benign.
Rhyme. What did I say?